The first step to fixing a bad credit score is to download an app like Credit Karma, where it checks your credit score, but it doesn't do a hard inquiry, which means like they check your credit score, but it doesn't affect it. So once you download the app, you want to check your credit score, and if it's bad, you want to look at your collections. That's the first thing you want to look at, the bills that are severely past due. And once you look at those bills, you want to see if they're all actually yours, because sometimes they could put a bill on there that's not yours because they do make mistakes. If you find one that's not yours, you want to dispute it. You just click on it, and then there'll be a way to you just click on it and click dispute. And once you click dispute, they'll do everything for you. They'll get in contact with the company, double check everything, make sure it's yours. And if it's not yours, they'll take it off. But for the ones that are yours, you want to pay them. You want to call the company, settle everything, and hey, you can even ask them, hey, if I pay this, can you send it in that I paid it? And they might take it off. The company might not do that for you, but even if you pay it, it will fade off your credit report over time. So then, after you get all your collections taken care of, that'll jump up your credit score a lot. You want to also look at your hard inquiries. That's where like how many times somebody has checked your credit, like when you apply for loans or apply for credit cards or anything like that. You want to make sure you don't have too many of those. You don't want to get your credit checked too often. So just as a side note, make sure you don't do that. And once you get your collections on handle, I would try to get a secured credit card. It's where you put down a deposit, and that becomes your credit limit. So let's say you have $1,000, you put that down as a deposit. They hold that for you and give you a credit card with $1,000 credit limit. Now, these are easy to get because you're giving them a deposit. You might still want to make sure you keep your utilization under 10%. That's where, like, if you have $1,000 credit limit, you don't want your bill at the end of the month for your credit card to be more than $100. And make sure you pay that off on time. This will help jump your credit score up too. And once you get your collections on handle, you don't get your credit checked too often, and you get that secure credit card, then your score should be up, at least decent. And once it gets decent, you can try to get a unsecured credit card where you don't have to have a deposit. And once you get that, you're well on your way to getting your credit score where it needs to be.